watching Republic TV and my name is Kriti Mehta. Welcome to today's segment of Quick Morning, where we are going to delve into the latest news and updates from across the country and around the world to set the tone for your day. Now, from tracking war of words between the Aam Aadmi Party versus Congress versus the BJP over exit polls to protesters storming Mujibur Rahman's house. Stay tuned to Republic as we bring you the ground realities of all these developments. And that's not all. We'll also be bringing you stories from the realms of business, sports and entertainment in our jam-packed line up for this quick morning. So let's kickstart today's Mega News Day here on Republic, as always with the nation first this quick morning. The Aam Aadmi Party rejected the exit poll results for the Delhi Assembly election on Wednesday, saying that pollsters have historically underestimated its performance, while the BJP termed the predictions an assertion of people's urge for change. As voting for the 70-member Delhi Assembly concluded at 6 p.m. on Wednesday, most exit polls predicted an edge for the BJP over the ruling Aam Aadmi Party.
2013 के एग्जिट पोल ने हमें हराया, 2015 के एग्जिट पोल ने हमें हराया, 2020 में फिर हमें कम सीटों पे आंका गया और 2025 में भी पहले के हिसाब से हमारी सीटें कम दिखाई जा रही हैं। मुझे लगता है कि आम आदमी पार्टी को एग्जिट पोल हमेशा कम आंकते रहे हैं और उसका बड़ा कारण ये है कि आम लोगों की जो आवाज़ है वो अक्सर भारतीय जनता पार्टी के जो दबंग हैं वो दबाते हैं।
And tensions escalated in Delhi's Sangam Vihar area after elections when Aam Aadmi Party MLA Dinesh Mohia and his supporters clashed with BJP workers outside the BJP office. BJP candidate Chandan Chaudhary alleged that Mohania and AAP workers used abusive language, threw stones and caused a ruckus around 7 p.m. Chaudhary also accused Mohania of misbehaving with his wife at a polling station earlier in the day, adding that he would file a formal complaint. And hours after a US aircraft landed at the Amritsar airport with illegal immigrants, Punjab NRI Affairs Minister Kuldeep Singh Dhaliwal on Tuesday urged Prime Minister Narendra Modi to speak to US President Donald Trump regarding the deportation of Indians. Now, Dhaliwal also spoke to some of the deportees hailing from Punjab at the airport. A US military aircraft carrying over 200 illegal immigrants landed at the Sri Guru Ramdas Ji International Airport on Wednesday afternoon, the first such batch of Indians deported by the Trump government. While 30 of the deportees are from Punjab, 33 each are from Haryana and Gujarat, 3 each from Maharashtra and over 2 from Chandigarh and UP.
सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट ने ये इंटरनेशनल मुद्दे आ उस लैवल ते ये मुद्दे ਜਿਹੜੇ डिस्कस होने आ उस लैवल ते ਇਹਨਾਂ ਮੁੱਦਿਆਂ ਦਾ ਹੱਲ ਹੋਣਾ। ਸੋ ਮੈਂ ਦੇਸ਼ ਦੇ ਪ੍ਰਧਾਨ ਮੰਤਰੀ ਮੋਦੀ ਨੂੰ ਬੇਨਤੀ ਕਰੂੰਗਾ ਕਿ ਸਰ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਇਸ ਵੇਲੇ ਭਾਰਤੀਆਂ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਇਹ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਡੈਪੂਟੇਸ਼ਨ ਦੀ ਜਾਂ ਜੇਲ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਤਲਵਾਰ ਲਟਕਦੀ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਇਹਦੀ ਢਾਲ ਬਣ ਆਪਣੇ ਭਾਰਤੀਆਂ ਦੀ ਬਾਹ ਫੜਨ, ਭਾਰਤੀਆਂ ਦੀ ਬਾਹ ਫੜਨ ਅਤੇ ਟਰੰਪ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਬੈਠ ਕੇ ਇਸ ਮਸਲੇ ਦਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਸੋਲੂਸ਼ਨ ਕਰਨ।
Amid growing political tensions and the opposition's plan to move a no-confidence motion against Manipur Chief Minister N. Biren Singh, the Chief Minister and several MLAs flew to Delhi on Wednesday to meet Union Home Minister Amit Shah. Now, Biren left at 2 p.m. followed by 7 MLAs, including senior ministers. The rush to Delhi has sparked speculation about a potential change in leadership in the conflict-ridden state. Sources suggest that Shah may hold a meeting with the Chief Minister and MLAs to discuss the ongoing law and order situation and political developments ahead of the no-confidence motion for February 10. And as part of an ongoing investigation into the deaths of 17 people due to a mysterious illness in Badhal village of Jammu and Kashmir's Rajouri district, authorities on Wednesday conducted surprise inspections of all insecticide, pesticide and fertilizer stores in the district and initiated their closure. Now, officials said that 11 patients who were admitted to the government medical college hospital and falling ill due to a mysterious illness in Badhal village of Rajouri have fully recovered and been discharged on Tuesday. In a major late evening action taken by authorities in the border district, surprise inspections of all insecticides, pesticides and fertilizer stores have been initiated, followed by the closure of all these stores until further orders. And security forces on Wednesday recovered a cache of arms and ammunition from snow-covered areas in Baramulla district of Jammu and Kashmir. The arms and ammunition, which were wrapped in a blanket and concealed in the hollow trunk of a tree, were recovered by a joint team of security forces at the Anganpathri in Boniyar area. The recoveries included 3 AK-47 rifles, 11 AK magazines, 292 AK rounds, 1 UBGL, 9 UBGL grenades, and 2 hand grenades. AIMIM President Asaduddin Owaisi has criticized Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister Chandrababu Naidu for supporting the BJP's Waqf bill, which mandates a minimum of 2 Muslims in Central Waqf Council and State Waqf Board. Owaisi's remarks come amid reports that Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanams has identified 18 employees who are not following Hindu traditions or are non-Hindus. And protests have erupted in Krishnagiri district after a 13-year-old class 8 student accused 3 teachers of sexually assaulting her, resulting in her pregnancy. The protesters and teachers are calling for the teachers to be punished severely and are demanding greater safety measures to protect students from such incidents in the future. Up next, Tamil Nadu BJP Chief K. Annamalai accused Minister Sekhar Babu of inciting unrest in Parankundaram. Now, he claimed that Sekhar Babu prompted Muslims to bring goats and sheep for slaughter at the location. Annamalai further called on the authorities to implement stringent measures against those engaging in criminal activities. This comes after the Hindu Munani members staged a massive protest at Palangattanam on Tuesday evening, barely hours after the Madras High Court gave its nod for the agitation at the new venue against the incident of a group of persons consuming non-vegetarian food at Thiruparan Kundaram Hill.
High Court gave a judgment post-lunch that we can do a protest from 5 to 6. Within minutes, thousands of people have come on their own. How can you equate them to a particular party? We are very happy. If Sekhar Babu is allocating all of them to Bharatiya Janata Party cadres, I am happy because BJP is in a position to mobilize thousands of people in a minute. But I am assuring you, people who had faith in Lord Muruga Bhaktar, they came. That is a message. That is a sign. Sekhar Babu should read it.
And we was tracking the top business stories for the day. Now we bring you the latest updates on India's economic landscape, from Finance Ministry seeking expenditure proposals for the final batch of supplementary demands for grants for financial year 25 to India's gold demand rising by 5% in 2024. Stay tuned as we unravel all the highlights shaping the business world today. The Finance Ministry has sought expenditure proposals for the second and final batch of supplementary demands for grants for financial year 25 from various ministries to be tabled in the ongoing budget session. According to an office memorandum, ministries are required to submit their supplementary proposals by February 12. The cases that would be eligible to be incorporated under such demands include those where advances from the contingency fund have been granted. Besides, payments against court decree would be included, as well as cases where the Finance Ministry has specifically advised to propose the supplementary demand in the ongoing budget session. And global capability centers in India are poised to create 4.25 to 4.5 lakh new jobs in 2025, with an even larger forecast of 1 million jobs over the next 6 years. A new report from the NLB Services, a global technology and digital talent solutions provider, reveals that 35% of companies plan a workforce expansion of 50 to 100% in the coming year. This trend reflects India's growing prominence as the preferred location for GCCs, driven by a vast pool of skilled talent and supportive government policies. Up next, gold demand in India has risen by 5% in 2024, reaching 802.8 tons, driven by factors such as lower import duties and increased purchases during wedding seasons and festivals. The World Gold Council has projected that demand in 2025 will likely range between 700 and 800 tons. According to WGC's report, gold demand stood at 802.8 tons in 2024, up from 761 tons in 2023. The total value of gold demand surged by 31%, hitting over rupees 5 lakh crore compared to rupees 3 lakh crore the previous year. And the Employees Provident Fund Organization, or the EPFO, has issued 21,885 pension payment orders and sent demand notices to 165,621 eligible members, requesting additional contributions for higher pension benefits. The Minister of Labour and Employment for State, Shobha Karandlaje, reported that 1,748,768 EPFO members and pensioners have applied for higher pension benefits under the EPS of 1995. This scheme allows members to receive a higher pension by contributing more during service. And ITC Hotels is being excluded from the BSE Sensex and other BSE indices today, February 5, just a week after its listing. The company, which demerged from ITC Limited last month, began trading on January 29 at rupees 188 on the BSE and rupees 180 on the NSE. However, it soon faced selling pressure, with shares hitting a low of rupees 155.10 on the NSE post-listing. Moving on to our international segment, where we are tracking some of the biggest global headlines. Today we delve into significant developments from around the world, from Rubio praising Trump's comments on Gaza takeover to protesters storming Mujibur Rahman's home in Dhaka. Stay tuned as we unravel the latest updates shaping the global landscape. Thousands of protesters in Bangladesh took out their anger at exiled former Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina by destroying a family home that came to symbolize the country's independence. The house in the capital, Dhaka, had been home for Hasina's late father and Bangladesh's independence leader, Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, who declared the country's formal break from Pakistan in 1971. Now, the attack was sparked by a speech that Hasina planned to give to supporters from exile in neighboring India, where she fled last year during a deadly student-led uprising against her 15-year rule. And after a deadly shooting in Sweden's adult education center left at least 11 dead and 5 others seriously wounded, Sweden's king and queen and prime minister were seen laying wreaths at their memorial. While expressing shock over the tragedy, they offered their condolences. The attack, which confirmed 11 fatalities, also included a gunman. With the attacker among the dead, it has become challenging for the police to conduct investigation.
I understand that the Queen and myself are personally very shocked over the tragic situation which has happened here in Örebro. And I also know that the whole Sweden, the Swedish people, are shocked over this tragic incident which happened here at this school. And of course now we have to get to know the real reason behind it, and we hope that we can forward to solve all the problems.
SWAT and emergency vehicles were deployed outside a cosmetics warehouse in Ohio after one person was killed and 5 others were injured in a shooting. Soon after the incident, the victims were transported to hospital and about 150 were evacuated to a nearby building. As law enforcement agencies investigate the incident, they believe the attack was a targeted one and not one which posed a general threat to the public. As police continues to find the motive behind the attacker remains on the run.
This has been a very tragic situation. Our thoughts go out to the victims, their families, and everybody that works at this facility. This is something that we hope that would never happen in our community, but we prepare for it, and this is where we are now. To give you a little bit of background, it's a large building, and that at this point, we have 1 confirmed fatality. We have 5 that were transported to the hospital. Their conditions, I'm not able to comment on their conditions at this point. We have a person of interest, and we are working to locate them and bring them into custody.
As Rubio continues with his 5-country tour of Central America, he today visited Guatemala, where he praised President Trump's widely planned proposal for the United States to take control of the Gaza Strip in order to restore war-ravaged territory. Trump floated the idea after he met Netanyahu a day before.
Gaza has been severely damaged. If you look at the aerial imagery, you see what's happening. The billions of dollars that are going to be required for reconstruction are enormous. Some areas have been rendered unlivable now and for the foreseeable future. And so what President Trump announced yesterday is the offer, the willingness of the United States to become responsible for the reconstruction of that area. And while you are rebuilding, while you're clearing debris, by the way, there are unexploded munitions. There are all kinds of Hamas weaponry still buried underground. For people to be able to live in a place safely, all of that has to be removed. It's an enormous undertaking.
And Russia said that its troops had repelled several Ukrainian offensives and taken control of 2 more settlements, while Ukraine said that it had attacked an oil refinery in Russia. The Ukrainian Security Service and its armed forces said that they had launched a joint attack on a refinery, mainly refines crude oil and produces petroleum products for the Russian army. The Ukrainian Air Force, along with the missile and artillery units, also targeted 6 Russian personnel and equipment bases, 2 artillery systems, and 1 electronic warfare platform. House Democratic leaders said that the Trump administration will make America less safe and more expensive as their GOP colleagues do the bidding of President Trump and billionaire Elon Musk. The comments came in response to Trump's sweeping tariffs on 2 of America's top trading partners and closest allies. He claimed that as hundreds of FBI agents were on the verge of being fired for not being sufficiently loyal to Donald Trump, America remains unsafe. And thousands of demonstrators are gathered in cities across the U.S. to protest the Trump administration's early actions, decrying everything from the president's immigration crackdown to his rollback of transgender rights and a proposal to forcibly transfer Palestinians from the Gaza Strip. A Japan Airlines plane that was taxiing on the tarmac of Seattle Tacoma International Airport apparently struck the tail of a parked Delta aircraft. No injuries were reported as airport authorities worked to get the passengers off the airplane and bring them back to the terminal. Airport operations were minimally impacted as the incident occurred on a taxi lane. Welcome back, viewers. It's time to delve into the world of sports with our dedicated stories to all the action-packed highlights and exciting match-ups. Today, we bring you news on Rohit Sharma's response to his retirement question. That and more. Stay tuned. Indian badminton star and Olympic bronze medalist Saina Nehwal visited Prayagraj to take a dip in the sacred waters of the Triveni Sangam during the ongoing Mahakumbh. Calling Mahakumbh the world's largest spiritual gathering, she said that she felt fortunate to be part of such a grand event. Indian captain Rohit Sharma played down speculation about his future in international cricket, saying it is irrelevant to talk about his career at a time when he is focused on the 3 ODIs against England and the Champions Trophy. India will tune up for the Champions Trophy starting February 19 with the 3 ODIs against England. And former India batting coach Sanjay Banga reckoned the change in format and their past exploits in ODIs could bring glad tidings for the struggling duo of Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma in the series against England and the Champions Trophy. Both Kohli and Rohit have struggled in recent times, including in the Test series against New Zealand at home and in the marquee Border Gavaskar Trophy in Australia, raising questions about their future in international cricket. And star batter Joe Root says coach Brendan McCullum's cricketing philosophy complements the skill sets of England players, creating endless possibilities for the team. Root is making a return to England's ODI setup in the 3-match series against India, and interestingly, Root had played his last ODI on the Indian soil only back in November of 2023. Just hours after being named in the Tri-Series opener against New Zealand, Cricket South Africa announced that pacer Gerald Coetzee has been ruled out of the series and also from the Champions Trophy, slated to begin on February 19. The 24-year-old injured his left hamstring during the South Africa 20 and was ruled out of the tournament. However, following a proper training, he recovered on time and was on course to make his return. Star India batter Abhishek Sharma has taken the world of cricket by storm. Through his quick-fire knocks in the IPL to his brilliance for the Indian team in the shortest format, the 24-year-old has been in excellent form as of late. Abhishek made quite a leap in the recent ICC Men's T20I batting rankings. His blitzkrieg in Wankhede saw the 24-year-old jump 38 spots in the standings and occupy the second place. And trying the buzz, it's time to look at some of the top entertainment stories. Today we bring you highlights from the film industry where Elton John and Brandy Carlile have released details about their collaborative new album. That and more as we unravel all the latest updates from the entertainment industry this quick morning. Ozzy Osbourne is to reunite with all his original Black Sabbath bandmates for what is being billed as his final performance. The Back to the Beginning show on July 5 will see the 76-year-old singer deliver his own short set before Tony Iommi, Geezer Butler and Bill Ward play together for the first time in 20 years. The all-day event in Villa Park in Birmingham, the city where the heavy rock pioneers formed in 1968, will also feature sets by a host of major metal bands including Metallica, Slayer and Alice in Chains. And recently, a Spring Festival-themed event with a strong cultural atmosphere took place in the eastern suburb Memory Fashion Industrial Park. The ingenious integration of intangible cultural heritage and innovative elements offered citizens and tourists both visual and cultural experiences. At the west gate of Dongjom Memory, an intangible cultural heritage shadow puppetry digital architecture show is being staged spectacularly. In addition, the park has organized a series of colorful activities such as the Zigong Lantern Bazaar, the street concert and the immersive digital art exhibition. Through various art forms, citizens and tourists can immerse themselves in the unique charm of Chinese culture and jointly celebrate the first intangible cultural heritage-themed Spring Festival. Elton John and Brandy Carlile have released details about their collaborative new album, Who Believes in Angels? The upcoming LP, recorded in Los Angeles in late 2023, mixes Elton-led songs with Brandy-led songs, with lyrics from both Elton's collaborator Bernie Taupin and Carlile. Other musicians to feature on their album include Red Hot Chili Peppers drummer Chad Smith and session legend Pino Palladino. Former Chili Peppers guitarist John Kingoffer also appears. And that's a wrap on today's edition of Quick Morning. But stay tuned to Republic at 7 a.m. We come up with our show live this morning.